Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022, starring Sarah Yarkin, Elsie Fisher, Mark Burnham, and Mo Dunford. I had a hell of a fun time with this movie. We see a lot of the kills straight up front and center. We're talking like, complete split in half. We're talking arms flying off. We're talking bodies cut in half. Everything you can possibly think of. Things are getting sawed up left and right. It's a complete chainsaw massacre. Chainsaw massacre in Texas, so it makes sense. And dude, it's just a bloody ass massacre. He's just going absolutely batshit fucking crazy on these people with the chainsaw, just cutting them up, hacking them up, carving them up real fucking nice. And I was just like, holy shit, man. Definitely up there with one of the most goriest, violent Texas Chainsaw movies that we've gotten. If not one of the most goriest horror movies, even though there's plenty more that are gorier, this is up there. This is definitely up there. First and foremost, the positives. The positives of the movie are Leatherface. The positives of the movie are the kills. The positives of the movie are kind of the setting and some of the camera work and all that stuff is very much positives. The way that everything's lit and the kind of tone they went for, very much a positive. Negatives of the movie are some of the there's no characters like worth listening to or knowing about other than maybe Lila and her backstory. Everybody else is a forgotten character. I mean, they're literally there to get cut up with a chainsaw. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that if we're going to be critical as a movie, there's no like real character development other than the one character, and you don't care about anybody else. You don't even really care about her either. And the story is very thin. So that's a negative. However, doesn't matter. Because this movie is just absolute fun as hell to watch. It's an absolute blast. If you came into this wanting Leatherface in Texas with a chainsaw, cutting motherfuckers up real nice, then you're going to definitely get that with this movie. And really, this movie knows that's what it is. It's not like, hey, I'm trying to be the next Oscar-worthy movie. No, man, this movie knows exactly what it is. It reminds me of going into the old video stores back in the day, going up to the old VHS tapes, looking at them and then picking one and taking it home and being like, my God, this movie's horrible, but it's so freaking fun to watch, and you just love the hell out of it. It reminds me of like one of those old VHS movies, right? That is just absolutely insane. And it kind of fits that vibe too, with the aesthetic they were going for. Even like some of the clothing that Fright Rags has on frightrags.com, some of the clothing that they have that's for the 2022 movie, the way it's made and stuff looks retro as hell, and the Leatherface from the 2022 movie fits right into that like whole retro look, which is perfect. But everything about this is just like grindhouse horror that's just off the wall, batshit crazy. You want Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The movie is called Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You are in Texas, you have a chainsaw, and you're getting a massacre. The title does not lie. It's an absolute blast to watch. It's an absolutely horrendous movie as a movie, but as a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, one of the best that we've gotten, honest to God, because this series is plagued with ups and downs and all arounds, and it doesn't know what it wants to be from this movie to that movie, and all the movies are reboots. It doesn't know what it wants to be. This movie is one of the best entries in the series. That's my opinion. It's not going for any kind of like, oh man, the story's awesome. It's not going for any kind of like, oh man, the deepness to it, man. It's not going for any of that crap, and I don't want it to go for any of that crap. It's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and it's giving me Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I loved it. Thought it was a blast. They turned some tropes on their head. You thought the whole Sally Hardesty was going to be like Laurie Strode. Nope. Threw that out the damn window. Like, nope, we're not doing that. We're cutting her to hell up too. And so, I don't know, man. I just had an absolute blast with it. And Leatherface is great in this. The stature of Leatherface, the look of Leatherface. I can actually believe that would be like Gunnar Hansen's Leatherface. this many years later, I can believe that, because, you know, he's like old man Leatherface now. So I can actually believe the actor portraying Leatherface would be like Gunnar Hansen's Leatherface. Even though, you know, Gunnar Hansen's no longer with us, this guy did a great job at making you believe that it's that same guy. No complaints with Leatherface at all. Great stuff. And just, man, I had a hell of a fun time with this movie. And like I said, man, you know, you're killing all the cancel culture clowns, and you're killing these people and that people. It's like nobody, it's so not a woke movie. So anybody saying that has not watched this movie at all. Like, they did not watch this movie from beginning to end. They watched like the first 5 minutes and they're like, oh, hell with this. Don't do that. Sit through the movie. Actually watch the movie. You'll realize, oh, this is definitely not that. Leatherface don't give a fuck who you are. He's going to cut your ass up real fucking nice with a chainsaw, because this is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, motherfucker. So I got to give it 4 out of 5 knives. One of my favorite Texas Chainsaw entries to this date, by far and wide. Loved every minute of it. With that said, I'll catch you all down the road.